Well, right now it's really sunny out and it's 60 degrees. I'm getting ready to turn over, or I'm in the process of getting rid of all of my winter things and switching over to the summer or to the warm weather. And that's a little bit of a process. And as I'm doing that, I'm also taking out the rugs and shaking them out, and I'm gonna vacuum in here. And I already took down the Reflectix here that I had over this window. And now I got the screen open here, so vents are open, screens are open, or the windows are open with the screens on. Yes, that's where we're at here, so we're going to just continue with this here. And I'll let you see what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be having to remove both of these, put away some more winter clothes, open this all up in here, and I'll need to get underneath this sofa here. I'll have to move some things off of here. This has kind of started to become a pile area anyways, and I don't like that. So pile area, or an area where I pile things up. I guess it could be a pile area, right? Alright guys, I've been cleaning up the floor here and taking out the layers of rugs, and I'm down to the bottom layer, which is the Reflectix. And you know, this really worked well. I just decided, hey, put it on the windows, why not put it on the floor? So it definitely helped to insulate the RV during the cold weather. And I also have this here covered up with this blanket, you know, doubled over, and I've got Reflectix there too. And that's a little storage area down in there. This is all going to come out now because it's that time of year. I'll just show you what's going on out here. I've got just cleaning off the mats and the rugs. You know, I shook them out really well, and I've been out here with the broom with these, you know, sweeping them off and shaking them off. I like my outdoor plant here. I like this little corner. This is going to shape up nice as the weather gets better here and the growing season kicks in even more. This will be nice because I'm going to have this all set up out here with plants and things growing and garden and whatnot. Been working over here a bit. This is a mess. I'm trying to get rid of these weeds that grow every year. Alright, I have enough different pieces of Reflectix that what I'm doing is I'm labeling them with some frog tape here, because I can write on that, and then this easily comes off afterwards. So probably a good idea if you have a lot of different pieces that you're using, instead of trying to put it together like a puzzle, to go ahead and label these. It takes a few extra minutes, but in the end it's going to save you many minutes. Alright, so I'm going to be removing this area now. I'll have to come up with something here because this was really convenient as I was using it. It was kind of like a little storage area here for the canned goods, and kept some of my coats down there, but I don't need the coats now, and I can open this up and we can work on storing things up in the front. Nothing is permanent, you know, it's all really just pieced together nicely, so it's that easy to take out. I like that, you know. I mean, this here has tacks that I'm using to keep the Reflectix on it that I had there. Another piece I got a label. I think what I'll do is I'll just stick this up here for the moment. We will take this out though. I won't want those clothes in here anymore anyway. This is all set up. I think what I'll do is I'll open this up from the front here. As you can see, this is all layered with coats. That was to keep that cold air out, but now it's time to let the sunshine in and the fresh air. So I'll open all this up again here. Take the Reflectix off that's in there as well. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of Reflectix, and I'm really glad that I'm using the tape to label all of these. Remembering where these go makes my job easy. So this one's the front entrance. That's what we'll call it. For right now, I'm using this clamp that's keeping them all together, and even though the wind's blowing, it's not blowing them away, so that works for me. Alright, in the last few days, last week or so, 2 weeks we'll say, it got a little bit messy up here in the front because I was in between winter and cold weather and warm weather clothes, and I had them both out and didn't really start putting things away yet. So today's the day that I'm pulling this stuff out. We're going to figure out what to do with it. It's all got to fit in the RV. It'll just go right underneath the couch there and underneath the sofa for the most part. The remainder of my summer clothes are in this bag right here. So we'll just set that down right there. I've already got some of them up here. And let's see, what other winter things? I'm going to get rid of whatever I don't need from pretty much the winter stuff. Yeah, you know, like, what's the right day to do this? This is probably a good day. It's always like when the sun's shining, I want to not do this. But when's a good day to do it? Today's the day, right? I mean, it's perfect weather. This is all winter clothes. And you know, last fall I did a major clearing of clothes. You know, got rid of bags and bags of clothes and got it down to just what I thought was a small amount. And I still think it's not a decent, you know, not a huge amount of clothes, but I think I can whittle this down some more because there's just a lot of things that I didn't really wear. I haven't used this crock pot yet. I want to do that. I just got to come up with pretty simple recipes. I'm not into major cooking excursions. I want to keep it simple. Here's the stuff sack. Still got more stuff in it too. A few more pairs of pants. Alright, I'm just getting done labeling these. I've got them all off in the RV. That's good. Can start getting things a little bit brighter in there and more fresh air. I'm so glad that I have labeled these because there's literally, like, I don't know, there's over 10 pieces here. That would have not been fun when it comes time to put these back on when the cold weather returns. This is quite an undertaking. Yeah, all of this has to fit in the RV somewhere back in there, and as well, you know, I don't really have any room in the truck for anything, so that's kind of not an option. I do have some room in my studio room in the little big house there. You guys would be surprised how well I'll be able to repack everything in here and just continue on. That's the whole idea. And then this is going to also help me to see where I need to, you know, cut back on some more things here. I'm going to have to get my chair out of here for now because I can't get underneath the couch. This kind of stuff is kind of a pain. There's not enough room to put this anywhere else but outside right now. I still have to do my taxes. Does this look like a nightmare to anybody? Yeah, that's where I start, with a plastic Ziploc bag full of receipts, and then we go from there. And that also needs to be done. Seeing how we are now, it is now April 9th or something. They did give us an extra month this year. And of course, I'm just procrastinating even more, so not good. Alright, let's see. This goes here. Okay. What a mess. But you know, I'm glad today because I don't want it. You can't do this on a rainy day because I can't bring things outside. And I don't want the weather to get any warmer, and it's already warm enough. It's freaking getting hot out, you know, or it's in the 70s. I think it's like 70 now. And that's warm enough, especially when you're in the RV, you know. This is not the place to hang as the day warms up, really. That's how I find it to be. Alright, what am I doing here? I want to get some things out of here, I think. I did a video on this too, and I showed you guys how I had all the storage space, and I really cleaned it out well and organized it. I don't really have too much in there right now, but we're going to be putting some things into here because we're going to need to store stuff in here. Clothes, probably some of that Reflectix I'll put in here. That's what I'm thinking. The only thing I'm taking out is the clothesline, which goes on the back of the RV, and I should probably restring this clothesline because the string that's on this was on it when I got the RV. So that's something else I'm going to need to do. And then that fits right on the back here, right into these. Got one on each side there. I got the blankets all taken out of the RV, and I shook them out, and I've layered them here. There's quite a few blankets in there that help to keep that place warm during the cold weather. I got a bag here of clothes, winter clothes that I did not wear, and I'm going to reevaluate these come time to give things away again. I'm going to gather up some stuff here, and next cold weather season, when I get ready to switch back, I'll see how I feel about this bag of cold weather clothes that I never wore this year, and add to it as the next few seasons go by here. I've got a couple pairs of pants here and a shirt. I don't know if I'm going to get to these or not, man, and never wear them much. We'll see what happens this summer. They're really lightweight, but I also just purchased some nice rainproof, bug-proof pants that are, I don't know, could possibly replace those. But they don't take up that much room. I do like to have a few different choices. I mean, yeah, that means I'm going to have about 6 pairs of light weather long pants. This winter I got by on basically 1 pair. I get a little dirtier in the summertime though. I'm just out and about in the dirt and the grass and the woods and the river and whatnot. Mostly in a pair of shorts though. So we'll see. Maybe I'm going to cut way back on this stuff. I did leave one of my blankets out, which is a poncho, as to be worn as a poncho or a blanket here in the truck during the next few months. I've got a few things that I got to just store underneath here. Yeah, see, this is full of coats that I don't necessarily wear. So we want to try to get all of these blankets down underneath here, probably over here. I should take this out. Not really serving any purpose. So we can get a few blankets right in there right now. Actually, that was no problem at all. All the blankets in the fleece coats, the blankets, the sweater, they all fit right down here. Here's all my gloves and my winter gear. It's all right in this area right here, so that's great. It all fit in there, and there's still a lot of storage room in here. I'm sure I'll be putting a few more things in here, but I'm happy with this. So I redistributed the blankets a little bit better in here so that I can still fit the Reflectix in here. And then there still will be some space like down in here and in those places if I need it. I'll tell you what's amazing is the fact that I'm running that fan right now. That doesn't usually get turned on until June, and it's April 9th, so that's crazy. Yesterday was just like this too. Looks like it's starting to cloud up a little bit. They did say that was going to happen, but it's still remaining, it's still very nice. It's like 72, something like that. It's pretty darn sweet. This is taking me a while for sure. Those will probably stay out for now. They separated the front from the back. Actually, that was in storage underneath the couch, but I don't need that in there. This was in there, that's out now. I dropped these along the way. Whoops. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. It's taken a while, but I guess I'm glad I'm doing it today. It's a perfect day for it. How many times have I said that? Alright, let's get to work here. This is going to take a few minutes to figure out. Alright guys, this is pretty much incredible. I got it all in there. With actually room to spare. There's still some storage down in there. Underneath the Reflectix there. This is great. It's surprising what you can fit in a small space. Alright guys, basically I've got everything turned over here to the warm weather. Here's what I've taken out of the RV. I would keep my kindling wood in there. This is where I had the canned goods stored. This is where I had the sweaters stored. The rest of this are rugs that I put on the floor. There's a couple empty mason jars in there. And then there's a small bag of winter clothes that I didn't wear this winter. And I'm going to see what I'm going to do with those come next cold weather season. I'll decide whether or not I'm going to keep them. Looking much better. I left that one piece of Reflectix on there just because it's... why not, you know? The RV's not moving right now, so I'm going to leave that one piece on. This is how it looks in here. Got some equipment up in here. I've got my crock pot over there. More storage here. There's a ton of storage behind the chair now. This is what it looks like from this angle. And you can get right underneath here from the front. I just have to move that stool right there. Much more light in here and much more airy. It just feels really good. Alright, so I got some dishes to do out here. I put up the clothesline. Get a look at that. Pretty cool, huh? And you know, I just have to inch between these two if I want to get up on the roof. And I still have to clean that chimney one more time here. Probably will not use the fire butt, maybe once or twice more, and I probably won't even really need it. Oh, this is crazy. This weather is like a month ahead. Even more. Alright, in here, it's looking good. I took all the rugs up. The floor is really ugly, but I'm hoping that, you know, maybe I'll pull up these tiles and put in a new floor this summer. I don't know. We'll see, but it makes it that much easier if I decide to do so. Oh, the breeze in here feels great. And I just put this silk in front of this, and I still have things stored underneath here. Got my coffee. This is where I put the canned goods for now. And I got some extra rice, things like that. This is where I'll keep the dry goods if I can't find a place elsewhere for them. And you know, I use this stool. I use the stool to step on at nighttime. That's what that's basically for. Or maybe I'll set my keyboard on it or whatever. And that's basically it. Pretty psyched. That took many hours. That took 4 hours. 4.5. Not bad, but it's done now, you know, so that's good. And I don't have to worry about that or think about it. I'm all set up. The only thing I would have to do is put a bug net in front of the door here, because when you open up the screen door and the season gets a little bit more here, the bugs want to get in. And they are always trying. And they manage to still, you know. Alright. Peace out, guys. This is what it looks like now. We are changed over and ready for the warm weather seasons.